You guys with Child Protective Services doesn't want you to know. Listen, I don't think everybody's understanding how severe the situation really is. I don't think that people actually understand the amount of violations that are taking place when CPS takes a child into custody. Okay, listen, this is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. This is for educational value only. Okay, so here's the situation. Say, for example, CPS shows up at your house with no warrant, no court order, no probable cause to believe that the child is in actual imminent danger. And yet they show up to your home with police officers. Somebody with a badge and a gun. Now, Child Protective Services, they're showing up to your house for a civil matter, not a criminal matter. And they're using that police officer for intimidation tactics. That's your first criminal offense. Now the police officer and the CPS agent are in conspiracy to violate your federally protected rights. When you have time, take a look at Title 18 U.S. Code subsection 241 and 242. Now let's take that further. Now say the CPS agent says, hey, we have to come into your home and take a look around. Well, she just said they have to. They're making you believe that you have no other choice but to let them in your home. That's called coercion. That's called a Fourth Amendment violation. Well, if you don't let us in, we're going to remove your children. If you don't sign the safety plan, we're going to remove your children. That's coercion, intimidation, threats, extortion, blackmail. That's about 4 or 5 different felonies right there alone. Now the police officer steps in and he says, well, ma'am, I suggest you just cooperate with CPS and let her do her job. Well, now the police officer just committed another crime. The police officer is there for a civil matter. A police officer cannot interject himself into a civil matter. The only time that they can inject themselves into that situation is if that civil matter turned into a criminal matter. So the police officer, using his badge and his gun as an intimidation of making you believe if you don't cooperate, you're going to go to jail. So at this point, you've let them into your home. You've been threatened and coerced and to make you believe that you have to sign a safety plan. Now, the CPS agent wants to take pictures of your child without your consent. They want to take your child into the next room and interrogate your child, saying that you have to do this. Nope, not even close. Now, they want to remove your child because of maybe something your child said that was misconstrued or misunderstood, because your child is a child and your child doesn't know how to explain details like we do as adults. So now they remove your child, they put your child in their vehicle, which may or may not be insured to transport children, and then they transport that child to their office. You guys, that's called kidnapping. They're not just violating your rights, they're violating the child's rights as well. Knowingly and willingly. It's not only kidnapping, but it's false imprisonment. At this point, how many violations have you counted up? State violations, federal violations, violations of due process, violations of CPS policies and procedures. And they're doing all of that because your child is inventory to them. They're doing all of that because they're trafficking your children for federal funding. You guys, these are federal crimes that these people are committing. Federal offenses, violations of the Constitution, violations of their oath of office. The only way that's going to stop is if they're arrested, charged with treason, and hung. You guys, knowledge is power. Get some.